Hey, good morning, my friends. It is great to be with you here on this beautiful Monday morning. It's time for the morning briefing. Delicious. First and foremost, if you notice, I've got my cup back. No, I don't. Daily Jackson. Daily, I know you're watching. You watch every day along with your family, and I deeply appreciate you sending this beautiful cup to me. Thank you so very much, Daily Jackson. You are number one, as of all of you who watch the morning briefing and watch Friedman Adventures YouTube channel. It is absolutely beyond my comprehension how much support we're getting, and I can't thank you enough. All right, we got a lot to cover with you. We are going to get into south of the border. We'll go down to Cabo. We'll come all the way up to the border, and then we'll cover up to the Marina del Rey area and everything in between. It's looking like it's going to get nasty. Now, that belies exactly what's going on. It's gorgeous out today. It's a perfect day. I hope you're going to get out on a half day or three-quarter day boat today, because it looks like it's going to be a beautiful day to be on the water, but it all goes to spit on Tuesday and Wednesday. It's going to get very, very nasty. And now in the forecast, we got a little bit of a blow up on Saturday. These are all forecasts. They're subject to change, so we'll have to keep our eyes on it very, very closely. But I want to get that weather up to you. Tomorrow does not look like it's going to be a good day to be on the water, especially as we get later on in the day. It looks like it's going to get kind of nasty. Don't forget, the Bart show starts down there at Del Mar this week, and several great people will be involved in it. We wish Bart the very best of luck and hope that that show is a success. I'll be down there on Saturday. I think I'll let you know here on the morning briefing when we'll be showing up, so I can thank you in person for all your great support. And don't forget Patreon. Man, all the members that are starting to come on Patreon and show us some love and support, it really helps us to produce more and more content, because without you, we are nothing. So we need your help. Go to Patreon/Friedman Adventures, and you'll be able to contribute to us. There it is right there. So you can go there, help us out, get a free mug, get a Friedman Adventures hat, and thank you again for all the support. All right, down in Cabo San Lucas, it's still kind of windy down there off and on, and it's producing kind of slow fishing. Really, there's a little bit of yellowfin around, a little bit of dorado, an occasional striper, but Sean Morgan down there gives us the report, says it is not all that great. Moving you up to the Cedros area, they're picking some halibut out there, some white sea bass, and some good calico bass fishing as we move toward the spring, when the yellowtail bite should get going up there around San Martin Island and the coastal region around San Quintin, which is 140 miles down below the Baja frontera, the border, the border there between Tijuana and San Isidro. Down there, they are continue to get some yellows on the yo-yo iron. They're going to get wind, though, on Tuesday down there. Good amounts of rockfish down there. Our friends at Blackfin had a little tournament yesterday, and they had some sheep's head and bottom fish down in the Ensenada area. Other guys that are fishing down there, Arnie from Arnie's Man, and our good friend Diego Nuno from Costa Baja, picking at the Bonita, catching some rockfish. Hopefully we'll see some yellow show up in that neck of the woods. Also, Todos Santos Island off Ensenada can have some good yo-yo iron wintertime bites. We have yet to see it manifest itself, but we're hoping it's going to do that. And our friend John Ho was out on the Dolphin yesterday. John, I think, is down there just about every Sunday. He loves it. They go across the border, catch rockfish on some days, and other days they stay in the U.S. water area and pick off some nice sand and calico bass and try to top off with some sculpin and whitefish. Just a lovely time to be out on the water. I don't know how you can beat that. So that is what is going on for the vast majority of guys in U.S. waters right now. Rockfish season is closed. It will reopen on April the 1st, so it leaves you fishing for bass, sculpin, whitefish, doing lobster trips. All those kind of things are what are going on right now. And when you're fishing the bass in the wintertime, unless you're on a kelp line, let's say you're out offshore a little bit, not really offshore, but out a mile or two or three or four, you're fishing structure. You're fishing a sunken ship. You're fishing, an artificial reef, something, pinnacles, rocks, and those are bad neighborhoods. And those bass know how to get you back in those rocks. So that's when you've got to really pull hard when you get a bite. 40-pound fluorocarbon, if you can get away with it, has been a great way to go. www.optionusa.com. Put in FA at checkout. you'll get a love note from owner Greg Brown, as well as a hug and a kiss if he sees you at the show. You tell him I said that. So once again, pulling hard is essential because those bass come out of their hole, they come out of their crevice, and then they go right back in there again and saw you off. They're adept at doing just that to you. So make sure you're fishing a little bit heavier. And when you get a bite, you got to pull hard, 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 hard. When you get them up, a few feet away from that structure, you can relax a little bit and just pull on them at that point in time. But remember, you're going to have to do that. Sculpin, whitefish should be the rule for boats up and down the coast. Gray whales continue to pass by. We're almost going to start seeing some northbound gray whales. Incidentally, I put a little clip up the other day, one of the YouTube shorts of a gray whale pod that we saw 10 years ago. And the reason I posted it was because it was so remarkable. At least 23 gray whales off the coast of Palos Verdes. Man, when they fluked and you saw all those flukes, you should check that out. It was really an amazing thing to see. Long Ridge, those guys continue to pick off some nice yellowfin tuna. We were there when the Independence unloaded at Point Loma sport fishing the other day, and you got to see some nice yellowfin tuna, some wahoo, and some other species also mixed in there. This Popeye Cataloofa, kind of an unusual looking catch on the dolphin provided by John Ho. Yeah, those things are not all that common. We see them from time to time. Pretty interesting catch down there. All right, and in the surf, well, I don't know if any of you saw the halftime show that Friedman Adventures put out yesterday, but I was here in the surf, and man, that water is cold. Didn't catch anything, only had a little bit of time to throw an artificial. I was throwing a little Castmaster chrome jig and no biters, but that water's cold. There's some barred perch around, occasional yellowfin croaker, although they are very lethargic during this time of the year. And it seems like more and more halibut are starting to show up, so that is a very good sign. All right, I hope you had the Kansas City Chiefs. If not, it was a good game, back and forth, a lot of great plays, and really a lot of fun to watch. All right, my friends, we are going to hunker down. I don't know where I'm going to be doing the morning briefing in the morning from, but something tells me I may not be standing here, although it's not going to be as breezy tomorrow morning as it will as we move into the afternoon. And then it's going to get downright nasty. Once again, give us a like. We deeply appreciate that. And if you can, join us on Patreon. It really makes a huge difference to what we're able to do for you. And we want to expand and make this channel a channel that will cover it all for you. And we intend to do just that. Once again, thanks everybody. Have a great day. And I hope to see you really, really soon. Thanks, Daly. Friedman Adventures ran into this fine gentleman down around Estero Beach in Baja, California, right near Ensenada. Textbook throw with a throw net. Beautiful job and a real pleasure to meet him. Share bait with him and share some great surf fishing.
We're getting ready for the first show of the year. It's going to be down at Del Mar, Bart Hall show. We're going to have some great deals. Nomad has a new, smaller Mad Mac, which we're kind of like the verdict is out on how it's going to apply to our fishing. I think that a lot of local stuff, smaller tuna, it's going to be really good. Are we getting the 200s for the show? As of right now, I haven't seen anything that's on its way. I know for sure they told us that they're going to have them available for the PCS
Check out
show.
the nice catch of yellowfin tuna and so much more. The Independence just offloaded at Point Loma Sport Fishing. Great trip, and the guys are home to enjoy all this fish for Super Bowl Sunday. It was January of 2013 when we stumbled across a super pot of gray whales off the Palos Verdes coast in Southern California. We were out with Harbor Breeze Cruises, and there were at least 23 gray whales in this pod. Unusual for this area. You never see it. In fact, some say it is the largest pod of gray whales ever seen in Southern California. It literally took everyone on board's breath away.